Hello everyone, welcome to another weekly reading vlog. Today is Monday, April 6th. I am just waiting to log in for work and I wanted to start this vlog and let you guys know kind of my reading plans for the week. So right now I am currently listening to The Husband's Secret on audio. I am on page 287. So I have like 150 pages approximately left to go. I might be able to either finish or get really close to finishing this audio today. I've also been reading my Defense Against the Dark Arts book, which is The Gatehouse by Nelson DeMille. I'm like, I'd say a third, almost a halfway through this. I've been physically reading this. It's reading pretty quickly now that I've gotten reacquainted with the characters from the first book and the actions really starting to happen. So enjoying that so far. When I finish those, I don't know if I'll be able to find another one of my OWLS books on audio other than Harry Potter, but I don't want to read Harry Potter via audio. I want to actually physically read that. So I'll see if something else is available. We'll see what happens. If not, I don't know what I'll do for audio. I'll have to figure that out. But anyways, I am going to sit and read for a little bit before I log in to work, and we'll update you guys later. Hey everyone, so I'm about ready to eat my lunch. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I just finished The Husband's Secret, which is my Charms book. So I'm really excited that I finished a book already. I really enjoyed listening to this one. I love listening to her books via audio because the narrators always have an Australian accent, which I think I had mentioned previously, in last week's vlog. So I love listening to them. And her books always have like ups and downs, and you think there's a plot twist, but then there's another plot twist. I really enjoy listening to or reading them. They're a good time. So enjoyed this one. It's probably a 4-star read. So I'm going to go eat some lunch and I will update you guys in a little bit. Guys, I have a dilemma. So none of my books that's on my OWLS TBR are available on audio except for Harry Potter, which I don't want to listen to the audio. I want to physically read the illustrated edition. So I'm trying to decide what I want to listen to. There's lots of books that are currently available from my library app that I own, but do I want to listen to them, or do I want to purchase audiobooks on Audible that I'll probably never listen to again? Or do I get a Scribd subscription and just do it that way? These are the dilemmas that I'm having right now. I don't know what I want to do, but right now I'm listening to nothing and it's making me feel like I'm wasting time. Let me know what you do, how you decide what to listen to if the books that you want to read or listen to are not available. Hey John.
What's up?
What's up? So how are your OWLS going?
Good. I'm 500 pages into the Dragon Republic.
And that's your longest book for the
Yes.
OWLS.
I mean, Goodreads says it's 560 pages, but this is 690 pages. So all my page updates on Goodreads aren't registering right.
Yeah, I know.
And it's really annoying.
Do you know how to change the edition?
I tried to look for other editions, but the only one that was there was the 500.
That's annoying. That's why I keep...
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, what else did you get today?
I got this.
And what is that?
This is A Time of Courage, or Time for Courage.
A Time of Courage. So this is, viewers, this is the third book in a sequel series to The Faithful and the Fallen, which I've been reading, and I will hopefully read the last book next month in The Faithful and the Fallen. So this is a sequel series that's 100 years after.
Come out until tomorrow.
Yeah, it doesn't. So today is Monday. This isn't released until Tuesday, but John got it delivered early.
This is my one-day advanced copy. Thanks, UPS.
So that's what John's up to. I know I had told you guys my dilemma about the audiobook situation, and I talked to my dear sweet husband who gives great advice most of the time. And we decided that I should just try and find a book on audio that's like one of the books that I've been like, if I don't read this book in the next year, I'm going to unhaul it. So there's a couple books that fall into that category that are available from Libby. So I'll let you guys know tomorrow what book I decide to listen to next. Hey everyone, it's Tuesday morning. I didn't update you guys last night, so I just wanted to quickly hop on and let you know what I actually ended up reading yesterday. So I read about 57 pages of The Gatehouse total yesterday. It wasn't the best reading day for me, but you know, that happens. So I'm going to sit here and do some reading now while I eat my breakfast, things like that, before I log into work for the day. Hello everyone. So I'm getting ready to log in for work for the day. Just wanted to update you guys. I read about 80 pages this morning in The Gatehouse, and then I think I'm going to download the audio for The Nanny Diaries, which is just a book I've had on my shelf for a long time. Haven't read it yet, so that is my plan. Update. I'm like DNFing this, unhauling it. Turns out I don't care at all about the plot or what's happening. I listened to the prologue in the first chapter and really couldn't care less about what happens. Like, So I'm waiting to find another book on my shelf to listen to, and will be returning this. Hi everyone, it is after work now. John and I just ate dinner. He is getting ready to do his D&D campaign via Discord. John only has like 50 pages left of the Dragon Republic, so I'll have him let you know what he thinks when he's finished it. He'll probably finish it tonight after D&D. I started listening to Still Alice via audio, and I'm enjoying this much more than the Nanny Diaries. I got like 100 pages listened to. Enjoying that so far. I mean, it's kind of depressing, but overall it's good. I also did a lot around my house today. I'm really impressed with how much I got done. I cleaned one of our bathrooms. I did some laundry. I dusted. I started like sweeping and getting ready to like sweep and mop. Then tonight I have to make some dog treats for the boys. It's a really easy recipe. It's just like baby food in whole wheat flour. I'm gonna relax for a little bit, probably watch a couple episodes of Survivor, and then I'll make the treats. So that's what we're up to tonight. Hey everyone, it is Wednesday afternoon. I just finished listening to Still Alice. It was a super quick listen. I mean, the book's just shy of 300 pages, so it's not terribly long. I think the audiobook was like 10 hours, and I listened to it on like 1.5 to 1.75 speed. It's like such a heartbreaking story. I didn't know like much about what it was going to be about. I've never like saw the movie or anything like that. It's a really good story, but it's so heartbreaking. Like, I am terrified of getting Alzheimer's because I just feel like it's so hard for the family, for the person, and this book just like illustrates that. Like, you see that she knows that something's not right, but she can't figure out like what she's not remembering, or like when she does something weird, like what it is that she's doing that's making people look at her kind of funny. It is so sad and just like hard to listen to, because you know that that's what people go through on a daily basis when they're living with the disease. So great listen. We'll definitely be keeping this on my bookshelf. Glad I listened to it. It was on my like list of books that I might unhaul if I don't get to it this year, and I'm glad I decided to listen to it. Hey everyone. So it is Thursday morning. John and I just filmed a couple of 5 on Fridays featuring him. We just wanted to update you. John has done some reading, so I wanted him to share where he's at with his owls.
Okay, so first and foremost, I finished my Charms book. Dragon Republic, white cover. I mean, it was really good.
Yeah.
Continues a lot on the themes of the first book, which is, as I just talked about a little bit in the video we did, that one of the big themes is what happens when you see people as less than human. In this one, it's a little bit, you get a lot of like what happens when you see someone as a weapon and treating them as such as opposed to as a human being.
Got it. All right, so you finished
really
Charms.
Cool. Yeah, finished that. I also finished my Potions book, which is contained within this Rogues anthology. It was The Lightning Tree by Patrick Rothfuss. It's a day in the life of Bast, a character from the Kingkiller Chronicles.
Name of the Wind, if you guys don't know.
Name of the Wind, yeah. It was a pretty interesting little read. I think it was only like 60 pages or something. But it did... I think I had said to you that at the point I was at, which was most of the way through, I wasn't sure what the story of it was, but in the end the story was clear, and it was pretty interesting.
Interesting.
Definitely shows another side to Bast as opposed to what you see in the Kingkiller Chronicles. Or maybe it's the same side and it's just slightly different. But anyway. I also, in this, I read the last story, which was right after The Lightning Tree, and the last one I needed to read in here, which was George R.R. Martin's contribution to his own book, which was a story about Daemon Targaryen.
Oh.
It actually reads a lot like a history of the kings who were on the Iron Throne at that time, which were all Targaryens. It was an interesting little read. I read that last night. So now I have finally finished this 800-page anthology of short stories.
So now he is currently reading.
I started my... What was this? Takes place on the coast? No.
A book outside your
book outside my comfort zone.
Which is for...
Arithmancy.
Yes.
So, my Arithmancy book, Plum Island by Nelson DeMille, which is one that Tara has... I assume you've talked about it on this channel. My dad's recommended it to me, my dad's girlfriend's recommended it to me, my mom's read it, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, basically my whole family's read this and I haven't, so...
One of my, which I think I've talked about, at least, like, I know I've talked about, like, Plum Island and John Corey. John Corey is one of my favorite characters, like, ever, because he actually reminds me in a lot of ways of this John, because he's sarcastic and, like, kind of just, like, blunt and just, like, says... Not that John does this. I think this John is more careful about, like, what he says, like, and making sure that what he says is at least, like, said to people that won't get offended by it, whereas, like, John Corey, like, he just, like, word vomits, like, whatever comes out of his mouth.
The whole foreword in this is talking about how, at the time that DeMille wrote this, the whole, like, PC culture was kind of getting bigger, so and a lot of authors were shying away from writing, like, the old stereotypical type characters, so but he was like, I'm just gonna do it anyway. And actually one of the funny lines I think from that forward was, book reviewers might say that it was,
crass
was crass or backward thinking, but book reviewers don't buy books; they get books for free. People in bookstores buy books, and they were buying Plum Island, which I mean, cool. I'm a whole chapter into it.
So, speaking of Nelson DeMille, I am still plugging along in The Gatehouse. I have
you're getting well
like 130 pages left.
That's your Defense Against the Dark Arts one?
Yes.
Takes place on the coast?
Yes.
Okay. Did you say that?
Yeah. Not this time, but I mean, I've been blogging about this for like this entire vlog.
This is just my second appearance in theory.
So
she's been doing the whole thing.
I will possibly finish this today, but I have a lot of editing I need to do, and I want to do some organizing and house stuff. I shouldn't say want. I need to do some organizing.
Feels like she should.
Yeah, because it's Thursday and we're both off today. Anyways, so just wanted to update you guys on what was going on. John's finished more of his OWLS books. I think I have finished more books this month, but I've only finished one of my Magical Readathon books, and he's working on his third. So
well, the second one was 60 pages.
But
it was a book less than 150.
And it had its own entry.
And it has its own entry on Goodreads, therefore it counts.
Yep. All right, so I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. I'm thirsty because we've been talking a lot.
Yeah.
So, like for an hour, we've been chit-chatting about books and stuff. So
yeah. I have 2 stacks of books to put back on my shelf.
Yep, so we'll chat with you later. So it is a very gloomy Thursday. I am currently working on like uploading my 5 on Friday video for tomorrow. I'm just gonna be ahead of the game, get it like scheduled and just ready to post tomorrow so I don't have to worry about it. I think I'm also going to edit my wrap up, get that posted either today or Saturday. I'm not sure yet, but I'm currently going to try and bust out a good chunk of the Gatehouse because I only have like 130 pages left and nothing else really planned today. Like our dinner is going to be really simple. It's just going to be pasta. So I have a lot of time to just read for the rest of the afternoon. I'm kind of regretting not having wine here at the moment because I feel like it'd be a nice day to just like curl up with a glass of wine and read, but I've been drinking a lot of wine recently, so I can have a couple days with no wine before Rainey's like read along thing. I don't remember the exact name of it on Saturday, so I didn't have any wine yesterday. I can go today and tomorrow without it. I just really want it. So maybe I'll like make a coffee or something. I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to sit and read while I work on my video. Well, while my computer works on my video, because it's just, right now it's a very passive thing that I have to do. I just have to wait for my computer to do its thing. I've done all the hard stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Hi everyone. It's Friday night. It's like 8:30, 9 o'clock probably. John and I had a little date night to watch the last Hobbit movie. And then I finished The Gatehouse. Yay! So this is the biggest book that I had on my TBR for the month at like almost 700 pages. So it is done, which is awesome. So now I have to figure out which book I'm going to read next, which I don't know because I literally just finished it. This is not like a super action-packed Nelson DeMille book, which a lot of his books are. It's a lot more character-driven, but there is a definite like plot. Like there is something going on that's driving the book. So it's hard for me to rate. Yes, Shroud. Do you want to be on the video? So it's hard for me to rate this because it's not like all of the other Nelson DeMille books, which was the problem I had with The Gold Coast, which is the first book in this duology. But I enjoy it, like, and I enjoy the characters, and I enjoy like the story itself. So I don't know what I'm going to rate it yet, but I'm done. Defense Against the Dark Arts is done. So now I should probably read my Muggle Studies book. Yeah, you think I should? You think that's what I should read next? My Muggle Studies book? Yes? Yes. What's the matter, Shrouder? Is it Muggle Studies next, buddy? Somebody is being very needy at this moment. So that's probably what I'll do, is read my Muggle Studies book and then carry on from there. So I will chat with you guys a little bit later. Happy Saturday, everyone. It's Saturday morning around 11:15-ish. I'm getting ready to go to the liquor store because I need to get wine for the wine and cheese reading social that Rainey is hosting tonight. Obviously, I need wine for that. And I also need wine for dinner tomorrow, Easter dinner. I mean, it's just me and John, but I'm making a roast, so I need wine for that as well. Last night, I ended up starting my Muggle Studies book, which is If Only I Could Tell You. I'm only like, I don't know, 30, 40 pages in. It's all right so far. The author keeps like hinting at this like big tragic thing that like rifts the family apart, but you don't know what it is yet. But it's like at the end of every chapter, it's like, if only the events of 30 years ago didn't happen. If only the events of 30 years ago didn't happen. And I'm like, can you just tell us what that is already? Or like, don't say that at the end of every single chapter. It's kind of annoying me, but whatever. So I will probably read a little bit more of this afternoon before I change my book for what I want to read for the wine and cheese social. I also I need to edit my wrap up and get that posted. So that's probably what I'm going to do as soon as I get back from the liquor store. And I need to do some cleaning around my house because I've been putting it off and I just need to get it done. So that's what I'm up to. I will check in with you guys a little bit later. Hello, everyone. So it is just after 3 o'clock. So Rainy's wine and cheese reading social thing has started. I was working on editing a video, so I'm starting a little bit late, but I'm ready to hop into it. So initially I was going to read Carrot Cake Murder for this because it's like the challenge is to read something food related. But then I realized that there's a like novella between books 9, which is Key Lime Pie Murder, which I read last month, and book 10, which is Candy Cane Murder. So I'm actually going to read this first, and if I finish it, which I don't know if I'll finish it in 3 hours, then I will start Carrot Cake Murder. But I gotta read, in order. So yeah, I have my glass of wine. I have some foods, salami, pepperoni, cheese, crackers, hummus, pretzels, and I'm going to sit down and enjoy a few hours of wine, cheese, meats, and reading. Hey everyone, so it is 4:30. We're technically an hour and a half into the wine reading social, but I kind of got distracted for a good 15-20 minutes because John's dad came by and picked up some scrap metal we had in our yard because he's going to go drop it off, and we had a little bit of a conversation with him, all at a safe distance. Do not worry, he did not come into our house. So I started a little bit late and had that little side conversation. So I've only actually been reading for about an hour, maybe less than that. But I am on chapter 4 of Candy Cane Murder, page 50. So far, I'm liking it. It is Christmas themed, which is a little odd to be reading in April, but it's just the next book that I had to read, so I'm just going along with it. Loving Hannah and her sisters as usual. We all know this. I love that her sisters are in more and more of the books as the series progresses because I love her sisters as well. They're all so different. They have personalities that are somewhat similar to me and my sisters. I have 2 sisters, so it's fun reading about them and getting to know her sisters a little bit better. So yeah, I want to continue to read. I'm probably going to read until 6:30 or so just because I started late and got a little bit distracted. So 2 hours to go. Hi everyone, it's a little bit later. It's just after 8. I ended up reading 120-ish pages of the Candy Cane Murder during the 3-hour wine and cheese reading social that Rainy co-hosted. It was a good time. It was just fun to have a reason to drink wine and eat cheese and read. I'm enjoying the story. I only have 50 pages left, so I'm just going to sit and finish this quickly. Just this little novella, not the entire book. And then I'm going to get back to my OWLS books. So that's my plan for the evening. Hi everyone, so it is now Monday. I just wanted to wrap up this week's vlog. I didn't end up vlogging at all yesterday. Yesterday was Easter, and while John and I didn't do too much because it was just the 2 of us, I did, take the day off from vlogging. We video chatted with his mom and sister and a really dear family friend. I, just kind of took the day off. So to wrap up this week, I am so impressed with myself right now. I don't know how I did what I did. So this week, I finished The Husband's Secret. Via audio. I listened to Still Alice via audio. I I finished The Gatehouse. I read the first novella in this like anthology thing. It was only 170 pages. It's just the next installment of the Hannah Swenson series, so I read that. I started listening to The Heist. I got like 100 and how many pages? 126 pages into this, and I started and finished, if only I could tell you, I finished this like last night, right around midnight. So yeah, I have never had a week like this, like ever in my life. So this whole working from home, being able to listen to audiobooks uninterrupted is kind of working out well for me, and I have no complaints. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.